Okay, my name is Christian Adamo, and I would like to talk to you guys about the issue on raising the minimum wage. So I picked this topic because it was interesting to me, just because like just raising like one simple thing like minimum wage can have such a big effect on like so many different things like economy, population, jobs, workplace, stuff like that. So if we take a look at some of the issues and facts, the current federal minimum wage right now is $7.25 an hour, and the government would like to raise it to $9 an hour, while some states like California, New York, want to raise it to $15 an hour. I know just in the past like week or two, New York raised their minimum wage for fast food workers to $15 an hour, which is pretty high. So Harry Holzer wrote an article in Fortune magazine titled "A $15 an hour minimum wage could harm America's poor workers." And he has a lot of different points, but his two main points are that 500,000 jobs will be lost just because with the increase, a lot of companies won't have the funds to like keep increasing their wage, so they'll have to cut jobs. And it will generate big incentives for businesses and workers to move like to different states. And the example he gives with that is that, say for example, Washington D.C. raises their minimum wage to $15 an hour, while like Arlington, Virginia, like stays at $7.25. It'll create that incentive for businesses to move to Virginia, so they won't have to like keep paying their workers higher wage. And in the same respect, for workers, it'll encourage them to move to different states for that potential increase in wage. So if we look at this graphically, we see that if the equilibrium wage, say, is $7.25, the seller surplus or the producer surplus is the price that like producers are willing to pay the product. But in this case, it would be the price like jobs are willing to pay their workers, and the buyer surplus would be the workers. So right now you can kind of see that both of them are equal with the equilibrium wage at $7.25. And if it's increased, you can see that the buyer surplus and seller surplus drastically decrease, creating what is deadweight loss, which would be the 500,000 jobs lost. So it's kind of to summarize, I mean, by no way, like I'm saying that the government shouldn't help like these low-income or unskilled workers, but just raising the minimum wage wouldn't be the most efficient way. So the question I want to just kind of leave with you guys is, what would be a better way for the government to kind of help these workers?